Welcome Capricorn and Capricorn cross watchers to your singles and new love read for May 2023. So we're going to get cards for where you are, where you're headed, and what you need to know. And then we're going to get the next love interest for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And of course that will be time-stamped in the description box below. So thanks for stopping by my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're new here, welcome. Whoa. I mean, oh, okay. If you're new here, welcome. I upload twice a week on Sundays and Thursdays, so please keep an eye out for those if you are so inclined. Okay. Okay. So, Capricorn, we have the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man here as where you are right now. It actually feels like you are, I almost want to say, you seem to have a vision of something in the future, and I feel like you're kind of letting it take shape. You know what I mean? It's like you're not rushing it. You're not looking to push it quicker or faster or further than it should go at this time. And it almost feels like it's given you a little bit of freedom to, I want to say, like, relax or take a break for a second. I actually feel like if you have been, it just kind of feels like there's this new idea, this new concept that you seem to be bringing into your realm. And I feel like it does seem to be something that you're pretty fired up about, but it's almost like you're giving the universe time to kind of give you direction, if that makes sense. Now, where you're headed. We have the Lovers and the Devil. So, I think we're just going to get some clarifiers before I, Okay, can we get some clarifiers on the Devil, please? Crap. So we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck there. And we're going to get a clarifier. Hold on. It just feels like somebody wants to pull you out of a really crappy place, but I feel like you're going to see it coming. I feel like you know it's coming already. And it's almost like this person may try to, they seem to want to capitalize on something here. Sorry, one moment, please. Sorry about that, Capricorn. So, the cards were talking about how there seems to be this kind of person coming in, and it's almost like you may know that you're about to get tested. It just feels like you somehow already know this is coming. Maybe you've dreamt about it. Maybe you've seen something like that's about to happen already. It just feels like you're holding on to what it is that you truly want. Whereas I feel like, and then this person comes in and it's like you're able to spot the red flags a mile away. I feel like you're able to see that, like, well, this person may have certain attributes that are the same as you. I feel like you're able to see, it's like almost immediately that they're not a good match. And I feel like other people may doubt your judgment. Not that you need them to approve it anyway, right? But it just feels like other people might be like, oh, you should give them a chance, you should this, you should that. And I feel like you're sitting over here like, you already see what's up, right? And I'm not sure why other people are trying to push you into it or feel like you should at least try. I feel like it's almost like they kind of only know this person on the surface level. I feel like if those people spent any time with this one, it's like they would see almost like the duplicity It's like this is the type of person that they'll only talk to the best looking or the, you know, most wealthy person in the room. And it's like they might be having a really great conversation with someone else, but the second they see that other person that seems to have a higher status in their mind, they're gone, right? It's like they won't even finish the sentence with the person that they're talking to. So we're going to get one card for this Lovers. The Lovers. 2 cards. Okay. So, oh wow, we have Death at the bottom of the deck, which is transformation, right? And then we have the Ace of Swords with the 4 of Wands. So, it's almost like I feel like you seem to have some sort of resolve, and maybe you already had it before, but now it's like a very conscious one. That whatever you're waiting for, it's like you're going to wait for the perfect person. Not someone who is perfect or who comes across as perfect, right? But it feels like it's like you know exactly what you want, and you're not going to be settling for anything less than that. And that's not to say that you expect perfection or you expect this or that, but it's like if you see red flags, then you see red flags, right? I feel like there just seems to be something here about a mate or a match. I feel like it's almost, oh, okay. Okay. The strength of the connection with this person feels like it could feel like it's the intensity of like almost a false twin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it feels like it could be that strong, that potent. And I kind of admire your energy here because it feels like it doesn't shake you. It doesn't shake you because you know what you want, you know what you're looking for, and it's like, and red flag, red flag, red flag, you're done, right? I almost want to say, like, if you could bottle that up and sell it, you'd make a lot of money, right? And I'm just being facetious here, right? But it's almost like the fact that you're able to kind of stop and repel a false twin before they come in and, you know, do what false twins do, which is cause a lot of pain. I'm impressed. I don't know. And like, not that you know, care if I'm impressed. It's just, it's an impressive energy to see. It's not something, you know, as a reader that you see every day. And it's almost like this person might come in with this, like, we're destined, we're meant to be, can't you feel the connection, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And I feel like you're like, like it's almost like this person may be somebody that is pretty, you know, slick, if that's the word. They seem to be somebody that can sweet talk people quite easily, and that's not going to work for you. It's almost like the fact that they try to sweet talk you in the first place, that in and of itself is a red flag for you. So what do you need to know? We have the Page of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands again. I'm just realizing that the 4 of Wands is here twice. So, I feel like there's this energy of you're going to be doing things, you're going to be having a lot of fun, you're going to be kind of like out and about, and I feel like there's this energy of it's important almost to like to keep that under wraps somehow. I'm hearing like it's almost like to stay humble about it, but that doesn't feel. There seems to be something here about there's something that like it's okay or not okay, but it's appropriate to express that externally. But I feel like there seems to be other things that are going on that it's almost like you don't quite connect to. You may feel rejected. You may feel left out. It's almost like, you know, your squad or your group of friends may go out without you. And it's almost like this energy of you feeling like, well, I'd like to go out. It's almost like, well, I'm fun too. And I feel like when you look at the qualities that you feel make you a good friend and make you a good partner, it's almost like, I feel like you realize that whoever it is that does that, that kind of goes out without you, which, like, of course people don't have to be, attached at the hip, right? But when they exclude you knowing that you wanted to go, or when they exclude you carelessly, thoughtlessly, right? I feel like you actually kind of get yourself into, maybe you don't get yourself, maybe you're kind of put into an energy where it's like, if those people kind of want to come back, it doesn't really feel like it'll be the same. It's not going to hit the same. It doesn't feel like you'll have the same experiences with them because they were kind of so thoughtless and careless here. So I'm just going to write down the time here. So we're going to get into the next love interest, new love for Capricorn Sun. Let's see what that was. Oh, Knight of Wands. And we have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. So, the Knight of Wands energy is someone that is very passionate, almost kind of very fun-loving, like adventurous a little bit, someone that likes to push the boundaries, but not, I want to say, like, not necessarily in a well-planned, well-thought-out way. I feel like it's more like on a whim, almost like an adrenaline junkie that doesn't plan to make sure that what they're doing isn't going to put them in a precarious position. And I feel like that seems to be a big turnoff for you. They are quite attracted to you. It feels like, it feels like this person's actually looking for someone that can kind of fill the parent role in their life. It's almost like this person is looking for somebody that is authoritative. I want to say that they can kind of have this love, hate, push, pull, almost like someone to rebel against. And I feel like underneath all of that, it's almost like that isn't actually what this person truly wants. I feel like what they want is, it's like that may be how they're approaching the connection or how they may behave within it. But I feel like what they actually want is like to have stability and to provide stability for someone and with someone, right? And I feel like that it's like their heart has sought you out because you are the kind of person that they truly want. From what I'm seeing, it just feels like they may not have quite uncovered their true motives for wanting to pursue a connection with you. And I feel like it's almost like this energy of this person kind of, it's almost like they want you to chase them. And I feel like it doesn't really feel like you're going to be doing that. Again, it doesn't feel like you feel like you want to cut that person out, or you want this or you want that. It just feels like whatever game they kind of want to play here, like that's, you're not into that. You're not into the game sort of thing. I feel like I'm just kind of getting this vibe, Capricorn, that there's going to be a lot of people that are attracted to you right now. But it's like you're going to see red flags left, right, and center that maybe the less healed version of you wouldn't have seen. But it's like there's going to be a lot of interest in you. It just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of interest back. So, sorry, I'm just going to write down the time. So for those of you with your your moon in Capricorn. And again, this is a reading on Infinity Tarot. If you see this anywhere else but Infinity Tarot, please report it, or just shoot me an email, or leave a comment and let me know about a channel. They've just been kind of copying my stuff recently. So we have the King of Wands as the next love interest for you. this person feels like they have almost like an incredible amount of passionate energy. It feels like the kind of person that is used to getting what they want, but not in a way where they, would force anybody or, cajole anybody into something. It's almost like if they seem like the kind of person that if they felt they had to force someone into something, it's like the victory or the, I guess you could say, accomplishment, it's like it would be empty, right? This is the kind of person that looks at people and they'll want people to choose them for it to feel like a real connection, and they're so taken with you. It feels like there's something about your behind that they rather enjoy. What's that? It's like they hate to see you go, but they don't mind when you walk away. You know what I mean? It's like they don't mind watching you walk away. And I feel like this person, you really catch their eye. It's almost like they may be, I'm seeing them, those restaurants where they have like a couple of tables out on the sidewalk with the fence around it. I'm seeing them there, and you're kind of crossing the street or you're walking by, and it's like, they lose touch with where they are and who they're talking to and all that sort of stuff. It's like they're with their friends and something happens and it's like they just kind of follow you as you, not follow you, get up out of their chair and walk behind you, but they kind of can't take their eyes off you. And it's almost like the people that they're with kind of giggle to themselves like, oh, this King of Wands has found their next paramour, if you will. I do feel that they're the kind of person that is, it feels like their attention, their passion, their energy, it really can only go in the direction of one person at any given time. It feels like there's someone that is, it's like they offer absolute loyalty, but they also require, I'm hearing like they don't demand it, but they require it. And it feels like any violation or perceived violation of that loyalty, it feels like that's kind of the beginning of the end. That seems to be when this person loses their vigor, I guess you could say, or their passion for somebody. I do feel that the physical is obviously what this person is initially attracted to. But I feel like to a certain extent, if the two of you choose to, see each other regularly, or you're also interested in this person, I actually feel like you look like a delicious, freshly baked pie, okay? And I feel like if the two of you were to get into a relationship, I feel like this is someone that would be very protective of you. I feel like this is someone that would actually, it's almost like you're everything. Sorry about that, Capricorn. My computer shut down because it got overheated, so I apologize. But the cards were saying that this person, if the two of you guys were to get into a relationship or a connection, they seem to see you as, it's like quite a challenge, not in a negative way, but it's like you're almost unattainable. But I feel like this person seems to have such confidence and such self-esteem that like you're almost unattainable for them, right? And it does feel like the kind of person that if you kind of rebuffed their advances, that they would respect that. But it does feel like the kind of person that would, how do I say this? They would be ready and waiting if ever you were willing to open that door. I mean, not for forever, of course, right? But it doesn't feel like they would be, they may respect your you saying like, oh, you're not interested or whatever, but I feel like they would kind of keep an eye out for a while to see if that changed on your end. I do feel that there seems to be something I almost want to say like emotionally that you're experiencing right now that this person seems to be oblivious to. I also feel, for those of you that listen to the singles read, if you, this person, this devil, I feel like this person, this devil energy, whoever this person is for you, I feel like they get very, very jealous of this person. But this is the kind of energy that, like, they couldn't care less about this devil energy. They don't see them as competition. I feel like this is the kind of person, like, they don't see themselves as in competition with other people. They don't live their life that way. And I actually feel like those of you where this King of Wands energy comes in, it actually seems to almost silence this devil energy, whether you kind of are with them or not. It just seems to like either silence or pause their approach, because it's almost like this person, it seems like the devil energy knows that the King of Wands would be able to come in and just kind of like cut them off at the knees with whatever they're going to try to bring to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like this person may think they can come in and sweet talk and blah, blah, blah. And this one comes in and it's like they know exactly what they're doing. And this King of Wands seems to be dismissive of that sort of thing. Dismissive of this person, not to be a jerk or whatever. But it's like this person is just another obstacle on their way to you. Sorry, so I'm just going to write down. Who's the next new love interest for Capricorn Rising? We have the Star. So that is the Aquarius card. And for me as a reader, just for me, I've always kind of felt that this Ace of Wands looks very Aquarian. And we have the Devil with the World at the bottom. And the Seven of Swords, okay, at the bottom of the deck. So, I'm hearing like all that glitters isn't gold. I feel like this person is someone, they seem to really feel like they're on your level, but they have a past. I mean, we all do, right? It just feels like there's somebody that seems to feel like you are, I almost want to say like encroaching on their territory. They seem to want to it's almost, I don't feel that this person will actually do anything, okay? It just feels like this person is someone that they seem to feel that they would be able to hold on to the Star person for forever. And it's almost like they may not be able to wrap their head around that not being the case. I feel like it's almost like this devil energy will come in thinking that they still own the Star energy, and this Star energy person, this devil doesn't have a hold on them anymore. I'm also feeling that there may be some, it feels like you might see red flags with this person. It doesn't feel that necessarily that you will want to resist their their energy though. It's like if you listen to the like general singles reading, it was talking about how you can see red flags, like, you can pick them out of a crowd practically. And I feel like there's something about this person that seems to be so seductive. It almost feels like you can't get away from it. And I feel like, and then you remember, right? And I feel like you're able to pull away from it. It just feels like it's something that is a little more tempting. It's almost like, from what I'm picking up from you, I feel like you're surprised at how tempting and alluring this person was. And it actually feels like you do connect with them on a mental, intellectual level, right? It feels like it's someone that has a lot to say, but not in, that they're just chatting about whatever. I feel like this is someone that is very intelligent, someone that is very well spoken, someone that is that feels like they're on your level. And I feel like that perception of it doesn't change. It just feels like it feels like there's something slimy about the situation. And I feel like regardless of what happens initially between the two of you, it's like you know that something's up. I feel like you can feel... Hold on for a sec. I'm just trying to feel which deck we... Okay. Can we get a clarifier on the double energy? Huh. So we have the Hermit, and then we got the Queen of Wands with the Star energy. So, okay. I think I'm actually just going to sit with these cards for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I feel like the Star energy really seems to underestimate you. And they seem to a certain extent, they assume that you're exactly the same as they are. But I feel like this person's just putting on an act, putting on a show. It's like whatever they're presenting themselves to you as, that's not the case. It's almost like the energy of somebody that will say that they have... How do I explain this? It feels like the kind of energy of somebody that's going to say that, like, they used to own a boat, let's say. And they talk about it like it was, you know, like a big yacht sort of boat. But in actuality, it's like it was a little blow up one, or one of the paddle boats. It's that sort of thing. I feel like this person... They want people to accept them for who they are, but I feel like they keep putting on this show that they're different than they are. And it's like, and then they have this kind of internal war or this internal struggle that they want to be loved for who they are, but they're not showing people that. So it just feels like there's this constant thing where it's like they'll come towards you really strong and then they back off. And then, you know what I mean? And it's this back and forth. And it feels like they might get into this place where it's like, they feel like things are going really well and blah, 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 blah. I shouldn't say that. It's like things are going really well and they feel like the two of you are really connecting. And then it's like, and then something will hit wrong with them. And I feel like they just close up. So from what I'm seeing, I feel like this person is a bit temperamental, and I feel like they really seem to be struggling with their own healing right now. So I'm just going to write down the time quickly here. Okay. So for those of you with your Venus in Capricorn, make sure that was the only one. Cool. So we have the Ace of Cups with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, of course, we know that the Ace of Cups talks about, you know, the offer of love or the potential, right? I feel like this is someone that has been manifesting you. I feel like this is someone that they feel really spiritual, someone that meditates or stuff like that. It just feels like... Funny that the Father of Swords fell out there. And we have the Queen of Swords there. So we have the 9. That's 9, right? Yeah. 9 of Pentacles there. With the Page of Swords. It says daughter, but it's the page. I feel like people try to tell this person that they can't get somebody like you. I feel like this is the kind of energy of somebody that's been, you know, kind of the outcast in their family, and people always thought that they weren't capable of doing this or doing that. And it feels like they've really had to stand on their own 2 feet to accomplish what they've accomplished. And I feel like in that they seem to have cultivated or developed this, I want to say brutal honesty, but it doesn't feel like it's that harsh, right? It's like to them or in their family unit, it may seem like brutal honesty, but I feel like to the rest of the world, it's actually a lot softer than that. It just feels like the people that they were around didn't want to face the truth. So any part of the truth, however it was presented, seemed brutal. And I feel like this person may have struggled in the past with letting the attachment to certain family members go. Doesn't mean that they never talk to them anymore, or they never this or that, right? It could be, but I'm not feeling that either way. It just feels like they really had to come to a place where they chose themselves above everyone and above all else. And I feel like this is someone that is actually a little bit shy, a little bit bashful. I feel like it's someone that blushes a lot. And it's almost like they kind of don't know what to do with themselves when they're around you. It's a very sweet energy. It feels very genuine. It feels like this, it's almost like this person is saying in the reading, excuse me, that if, for example, they approach you and you're not interested, just tell them. I feel like they seem to, it's almost like they crave honesty in others. And I feel sometimes, even if people are honest, or like, people share their truth with this person, even if it isn't very nice, they seem to, it doesn't mean that they stick around people that talk poorly to them. I'm not feeling that at all. But they do respect people that have enough nerve to say what they think, instead of, sugarcoating things or lying to, save someone's feelings or whatever. I feel like while this person may kind of come across with that, they're actually uber sensitive. I feel like that other persona is something, it's like they've just have had to harden themselves against the world because of their experiences. And it does feel like there is a possibility of a connection. It just feels like you may not feel it the same way that they do initially. It's almost like the first day that this person sees you or met you or whatever, it feels like they got a whole bunch of signs along the way that they were right where they needed to be. And it's like, and then you popped up and they were like, oh, that's why I came to this coffee shop. That's why I came down here. And I feel like because you're more focused on like your own thing up here, which if you didn't listen to the singles read, you may want to. But because you're kind of doing your own thing up here and you're avoiding all the red flags from other people, I feel like you may, it's almost like when this person initially walks in, somebody will tell you some sort of garbage about this person. And it's like, oh, this Ace of Cups person, they did such and such. And it's almost like, I feel that whatever they did in the past, it definitely feels like they've changed. And now, of course, you'll be the judge of that, right? Or you'll be the judge of what you want and what you don't. From what I'm seeing, it does feel like this person, I want to say like, that they've been humbled. I feel like they don't have anything to prove anymore. And I feel like when they walk around people, like whoever, said that, whoever kind of badmouthed them to you, this person knows that that's what's coming and they kind of expect it and they don't take it personally. It's like, yeah, I did some certain things. And it's like, this person seems to be someone that's able to give others grace when they do something wrong, and they are able to extend it to themselves, but they also understand that other people can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like this is the kind of person that, excuse me, when they make a mistake, they don't run from it. You know what I mean? It's like they stand up, they square their shoulders, and they deal with it. And it does feel to a certain extent that almost to the point of like punishing themselves. It's almost like when they do something wrong, they'll kind of walk willingly into whatever situation is going to be uncomfortable or unfortunate for them. It's almost like they would rather choose to walk through the fire than have the fire come to them. So it's almost that kind of Scorpio energy. They may be a Scorpio, they may not, okay? That's not necessarily what the cards are talking about. It's more that this person, it's like they're in this constant state of like transformation, letting things go, allowing new things in, and it's like, and it's almost like, yes, they keep themselves constant, but they understand that they themselves also can change. Right? So it's like, it's someone that, and they're okay with it. Like that constant change. It doesn't seem to be something that is overly challenging for them. I feel like it may have been very difficult for them to learn to adjust to that kind of cycle. Not that it's like a repeating cycle, but, you know, letting go, new things in, letting go, that sort of thing. And it just feels like this person, they seem to be looking for someone, they seem to be looking for someone that they can lean on. And I feel like this person may be quite taken with you, but I actually feel like this is the kind of person that they'll want to pursue a friendship with you to really get to know you before they want to pursue anything else. And I feel like when you meet them, you may actually be interested in them romantically, but I feel like this person is they want to be friends first. So I'll leave it there, Capricorn. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. And we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.